Hi, guys. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. This is your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful Moonstruck TV. I hope you all had a beautiful, amazing, wonderful holiday, Christmas, if you celebrate that around your neck of the woods. Also, a happy new year. This is my first podcast of 2024, and I'm so excited to start this year off. I cannot tell you how important it is that we go into this new year with good energy because we are in the year of the number eight. The number eight actually was my mom's favorite number. So it's a very special year, a very special number for me as well. But the number eight represents that beautiful karmic energy. And when I say beautiful karmic, I mean the good karma. So as you start to put out that energy into the universe, please, please be mindful of what you are putting out there so that you will receive back what you are putting out. So everything you think, everything you say, everything you do, just all of that, your own personal energy that gets put out into the universe, it's going to come back to you tenfold, as they call it. So twice as much, because the universe does not know good from bad, right from wrong, negative from positive, you know. So when you put that energy out there, the universe says, oh, all right, well, Stephanie gave me this energy. So it must be something that if she's willing to gift it, then I'm going to gift it back twice as much. So this is a year of karmic energy, and I just can't express enough how important it is to keep as positive as you can. Now, our human side of us, our human side is going to have those moments. So forgive yourself if you have those days. I always say, be in the moment, have your crying moment. Um, Whatever it is, and then put your big girl or big boy panties on and just, get out there and do as you need to do and seize the day and rule the world and just make this an incredible year, which I have no doubt, I truly feel that it's going to be. Now, a beautiful friend that I consider a friend, Karma Land, who is also an A1R Psychic Radio gifted lady. She's with Soulfully Guided. We were chatting a little bit today, which I just loved meeting so many amazing people through my journey with my podcast. And we talked about that, and we both intuitively feel that 2024 is going to be an amazing year. Now, I don't like talking about politics or religion per se, but as many in the US know, this is an election year. And so it's going to be a very big changes this year, I feel. I think we are going to be, in a sense, pleasantly surprised with that, not to go into more detail because that's more to come. Anyhow, so I kind of just wanted to put that out there first and foremost on my show because I'll tell you, and this is why I decided as I talked to my amazing producer Dave and his beautiful wife Constance that um, I wanted to take a few moments on my show to talk about some recent experiences. And please, I'm not going to apologize for crying, but if I get choked up, give me a moment. But I was very, very sick. Probably, gosh, it's been about a month ago, and it was a little scary. I had to cut off readings, obviously, and this is my business, and so financially, I was hurting, and I say we were hurting my family, but we had a trip to Disneyland for Christmas that we surprised our daughter with, and we had it all worked out. So we still needed to go, which we did. We had a beautiful, wonderful time in Disneyland. My husband had never been there. My husband never saw the ocean. We went to Huntington Beach, and I got to put my feet in the beautiful Pacific Ocean, and just felt such a Zen moment. And I'll tell you, I could live there. If you guys have not gone on to my Facebook page, Mini Medium, or on my Instagram, which is also Mini Medium 75, I believe. Um, I believe on my website too, mini-medium.com. We'll just put all of that out there today. There's videos of the ocean at Huntington Beach, and it was just incredible, you guys. So, anyhow, I finally had been feeling better. I came back, and you would think coming back from a vacation like that you would be feeling ready and recharged. But I'll tell you, I've been in a slump. I've been in this kind of negative energy or sadness, depression. And I could not figure out what I needed to do to pull myself out. So uh, I received a phone call today and I wanted to share this. This is why I decided to just take one caller today. Plus, I wanted to share of course, the cards for you here in a moment that I pulled for the year. I received a call from a gentleman, and he had been trying to call me for a little while, but didn't return his call till today. And he asked that I come and do a group reading for his five sons. And yeah, they're struggling. They're within my age group, and one has PTSD from being in the military. And here in Utah, we have a very strong population of LDS religion, which I was born and raised LDS, and changed my ways in a sense, and still it went spiritually, if you will. But anyhow, not that that's really important. But he calls me and asks to do this, and then he tells me that I had met his two sisters. His two sisters had come and got personal readings. His one sister, I won't say her name just for privacy reasons, but let's see, we'll call her Stephanie. How's that? So Stephanie comes to me and her sister, and I did a reading, and Stephanie has terminal cancer and not much longer until her beautiful soul will be crossing over. And I had met her son and her son's wife, so her daughter-in-law, prior to this. Amazing, just amazing family. So he calls and, of course, asks me, and I said, absolutely, I will come and do a group reading and hopefully give your sons, some excitement and inspiration for this new year. Well, he tells me, he says, can I tell you how I met you? And can I please thank you for what you did for my sister? Well, and I said, oh, sure, absolutely, I'd love to hear. And he says, my sister, Stephanie, will say, doesn't have much longer, but you did a reading for her. And after you did her reading, she, um, she now is okay. She's now okay with crossing over. She's now okay um, with her life here in the physical world coming to an end. And she's now at peace and knows that her soul, when it crosses over, that she'll meet with her husband, which is her soulmate, that she'll meet with loved ones. And um, he said that she has changed and she's a new person in a way that now she feels she's ready. And she had a prognosis that recently that has changed where she won't have much longer. But I got to do a reading for her over Zoom. I just did a Zoom event, and I told her that when she crosses over, she better dang well come through and channel, and I better be able to connect with her and to share messages to her son, who also lost his dad. And I'll tell you, that phone call is what I needed. That phone call is what I needed to keep moving forward. That phone call is what I needed to keep realizing this is my God given gift, and this is my purpose. And I just I'm going to tell you, uh, if you want to look at it as God or the universe, however you look at it, does not matter. What matters is that the universe, God, works in amazing ways and knew exactly what I needed to hear, and it inspired me again, and it gave me that lift that I needed. So I want to thank him, and if he's listening, he knows who he is, but and also to thank his sister who won't be here much longer in the physical realm, But I told her, I said, there's no such thing as death. And I said, your life here in the physical may be ending, but your spirit is about ready to have a beautiful journey. So I wanted to share that with everybody because I'll tell you, it does not matter who you are. We all go through these moments. We all have our lows. We all have our highs. Um, you may see me on on camera, or you may hear me on through the podcast, and I always try to keep an upbeat and positive energy because that's just who I am. Behind the scenes, we all have our suffrage and our moments. So um, being vulnerable is not easy for me, and being vulnerable is not easy for many. So but how important it is to let others know that it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to have your human moments, right? And so I'm sharing in a vulnerable way my moment of humanness. And so very inspirational day today. So, with that said, I'm going to try to pull myself together here. And I want to tell you a little bit about the cards, and then I'll take my caller. So, the year 2024 is the year of the eight, as I was mentioning. So, I decided I'm going to pull the eighth card of a tarot card and the number eight of a affirmation card. So, let's start with the affirmation. And this is going to be the momentum and the energy that we're going to put out there for this year, for 2024. So, the affirmation says, the more I trust in life, the better things turn out. If this isn't just a summary of what I just said, I mean, how beautiful. I'll show the card on the camera here and the beautiful butterflies that are on these cards. So if you go and watch on Moonstruck TV, but the more I trust in life, the better things turn out. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what I was saying. The more that we put out that energy and we trust that the universe or God is bringing back exactly what we need, the more life will be better. I promise you, I have witnessed it, I've seen it. Today has been just a perfect example of that. And, um, I could tell you so many stories of personally how that karmic energy has affected my life, the good karma and bad karma. But we have to go through both, right? We have to have our shadow and our light. Now, the tarot card that I pulled, now I decided to um, pull and use my chakra tarot. And the card that we pulled today is the Nine of Cups. And this color, this orange, is the color of the sacral. Now, the sacral is the lower part of your abdomen. This is where children. This is where life begins, if you will. And the cups, when they're right side up, they represent that those cups are about to be filled, and things are going to start to come to such a beautiful balance. So the number nine in numerology also represents finding balance. So this year is going to be a year of focusing on balance and balancing personal life, balancing your career, balancing, time with children, balancing your own personal self care. And many I feel struggle with that, so myself included. So really, the biggest thing I can say is with this card and how I just intuitively connect to that is to make sure that we are focusing on that balance and not putting so much into one cup, and making sure we're pouring evenly amongst those cups, and so that we can give back to many, um, but more importantly to ourselves. So beautiful cards for this year. And I'll tell you, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what this year brings. I cannot wait. So um, uh, I'll tell you really quickly, but I am going to be actually touring this year, and this is my fourth year of sharing my gifts. And here we are in 2024, and for being a number with eight, right? So watch for me. I'll be going to the East Coast. I'm not sure where yet. I'll be going to the Midwest, south, and then the west coast. And it'll be like a little 2024 mini tour, So watch for that. Really quickly, also, if you are local here in Utah, I have an event coming up at Redemption Bar and Grill in Harriman, Utah, and that is on January 20th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 6:30, and I will be doing a group reading event. I'll tell you, these events have been just incredible, you guys. So they sell out very quickly. So you can get your tickets on my website at mini-medium.com, or message me if you need, and we'll get your tickets taken care of. I have an amazing assistant, Savannah. So, okay, all right, enough of my chat. Let's go ahead and take my first caller. And this is Katie, and Katie is from Vermont. Hi, Katie. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Wonderful. I hope you had a happy new year.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, hon. So tell me, how can I help you tonight?
Yeah, just wasn't sure if there were any messages from like spirit or how you do readings. I'm not first
Yeah,
time
sure.
caller.
No, I love that. Well, thank you for calling. I'm glad that we got connected. I Tonight I decided to just take one caller, and so everything happens for a reason. We were meant to connect. So what I like to do is I like to use my tarot cards, but more as a tool or a really nice visual validation for you to see what my gifts give me. So I Tonight I've decided that to pull cards and to just use those as a guide is just to do your birthday and connect with your birthday to the cards. You don't have to give me the year. I just need the month and the day, if that's okay.
Sure. It's 7:30.
7:30. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, honey. All right. So in numerology, adding up your numbers actually equal the number 10. In the number 10, we drop the zero. The zero represents the universe or God or who you're connected with. And then we have the number one. So I'm going to pull actually the number one card for you. But then I'm also going to pull the number eight, which is the number for this year, and see if that gives us any kind of connections here. Okay. I'm going to be quiet for just a moment, hun, and see if I can't channel any of your loved ones, okay? Give me just a
Okay.
moment here. Okay, this is very interesting. I'll show this on camera, and if you go watch on touch my brain on YouTube with seeing visually on there with Moonstruck TV. The cards you pulled, the first one you pulled is this number seven of wands. And what's interesting is your birthday is the number seven, so in July. So just some
Oh, wow.
amazing connections through numbers. Now, the other card you pulled, ironically, I pulled the eighth card, and you pulled this Eight of Cups card. So just in kind of this is why I use the cards really, Katie, is because the cards will validate the connections that we have. So right off that, you've got some amazing connections there. Um, some things that I've been really feeling in connection with you, uh, which yes, okay. Hang on one second, my friend. I do a lot of what's called automated writing or psychography. So I'm writing some things down that I'm picking up on. Um, I just heard tell her mom is here. I just heard tell her mom is here. Have has your mother passed?
No.
Okay. So when I hear that, this is going to be now that keep in mind this can be a mother-in-law as well. Okay. Um, but this is going to be connected to mom's mom. So mom's mom would be your grandma, of course. And has she crossed over?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Okay. Now, can I ask? She's showing me. She's showing me the number 12. So for me, 12 is going to be the month of December or the 12th of a month. Do you connect with that number, either with mom and or her?
Um, I'm not 100% positive, but her birthday might have been the 12th or the 13th. I kind of was thinking it was the 13th, but it's been a long. She passed away a long time ago, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't
No
quite
worries.
remember.
That's okay. Okay, no worries then. You can go and after the call, you can go and validate that if you'd like. And if you want to message and share how you connect with that, a lot of people like to know. But 12 is a very important number. And why she's bringing that up, I just have to express it. But the reason why I feel like she's coming through is because of a concern of a disconnect with you and mom. And when I feel that disconnect, I have to tell you, it doesn't have to be really if it's either emotionally disconnected or mom lives in another state, lives distant. So it can be a geographical distance. Now, knowing that mom is not passed, does that connect with you and mom? Is she geographically distant um, or emotionally distant?
To be honest, she used to be, but she isn't anymore, and so we're closer, both emotionally and physically, actually.
Good. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, and has that happened recently? Because there is a sense of this being within the last 3 to 4 years. I don't know why she's shown me 3 to 4, but recently.
I think about 3 to 4 years is probably when it changed. I would say.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Um, and I'll tell you, there's a sense of her taking some responsibility for bringing you and mom together. Your grandmother is a very very strong energy, by the way. Um, she's very much the sense of fire and that fiery energy. She could have been a fire sign, or somehow she just comes through with that very strong, very strong fiery energy. I'll just put it that way. So. Um, but I feel she's taken some responsibility for the two of you coming together, and also the reason for this is because of mom's health. I do feel there's some issues with mom's health at the moment, so it's her way of wanting to make sure that you have time with mom and have mended those ties so that there's no regrets, later in life. Now, I'm okay. I'm getting a lot coming from her. Um, Now wow, okay. She's shown me the number 15. Well, she's a talker, by the way. I'm getting a lot coming from her. The number 15, do you connect with that being the 15th of a month, 2015? Um, this could be the age of 15. Not 100% feeling that's what this is. And if you don't connect right away, it's okay. I always say take it with you. It will connect later. Um, So keep that in mind. And I'm sorry, I keep
Okay.
moving on because she's given me a whole lot. Um, Mom, she is showing me some issues with mom with respiratory. So I'm getting issues with the lung, the heart, the or circulation. Um, is mom having issues with like or even diabetes?
No, it's sort of related to digestion, but causing breathing problems. So that does make sense.
Okay. Okay. All right. So please just let mom, if you feel comfortable, I always say when I share messages, you don't have to feel obligated to share them. But grandma is really just wanting mom to keep being her own advocate and taking care of her health and not listening in a sense, but not listening to the doctors, making sure she's listening to herself more. if that makes sense. And no disrespect to any doctors or physicians, just we know our bodies more than anybody. And so your
Yeah.
grandma is just saying, keep advocating. And you having that close connection means that you are meant to be back with mom so you can help her to do this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, my friend. Um, and I know I have a couple more minutes left of my show, but I do want to tell you that your grandma's very, boy, she's very adamant because she is a talker because it's called clairaudient and I can hear her and it's just like, she loves to talk. Um, but she's mentioning too, and very adamant before we close the show that she says, "Please tell my beautiful granddaughter I have the soul of her baby." She says there's a child with her. So if there's a question, if you had a miscarriage or you lost a child, she says you've got to let her know that I have the baby with me. And yeah, she's very adamant this is connected to you. So, um, and you don't have to validate hun, that, but take that with you, okay? Um,
Hey.
um, okay, I've got one more minute left, but I'm going to tell you, wait, let me just tell you really quick. I do on my Facebook page, Mini Medium, I do a free night of readings tonight. So here in about an hour and 15 minutes, it's 6:30 Mountain Time, so about 7:45 Mountain Time. If you feel comfortable, hop on my live. There's more that I feel grandma's really wanting to express. And also I feel she's got many others with her. So if you feel comfortable, my friend, hop on that live tonight. I would love to share more with you. Okay.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I'd appreciate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling. I hope these little messages helped and please, have a great and happy new year this year. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much.
Okay. You're so welcome, my friend. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye. All right, guys, we'll wrap up the show. I'm your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.